Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on time you are viewing this particular video. So in this video we want to recreate a church design, and I would just want you to see through it, and let me show you the design that we'll be recreating, please. I believe by now that you must have understood how we've learned the basic principles and element of design, and every other basic things that we need to know, such as installing fonts and our way around using Pixel Lab. I believe we must have done that. So this is the design we'll be creating. So I want to import this design as so that we can use it for our test. So if you've watched my previous video, one of the things I said I like doing is changing the color first. Either I change the color first or I put the font, the image size, but most times I actually do change color first, just to allow me see my area, the space I have. And this design, when I was designing it, I made the width to be, I think 5 no, I think it's 4,000 pixel, and this I made 7,000 pixel. No, I don't think that's the design. Let's check 4,000 by 5,000 pixel. Yes, by 5,000, sorry. Yes, so if we keep somewhere here, you notice it's going to stretch to right. So with that being done, so let's just start with our design. So one of the things I want you to understand whenever you are designing, one of the things that are very key important to your design, so get this thing correct, you will get your designing right. First is background. Once you get your background and get a color combination, you are halfway done. Background and color combination, you are halfway done. So most times for myself, what usually take my time when design is how to get the background. Once I get the background, I try to look for color combination, right? Now if you look at the design, where I wrote having done all stand, you notice that we cannot use white. If we use white, it's probably going to be okay. I don't matter using white, but I wanted it to be somehow similar, to radiate somehow, to look same with the design element we've done so far here. So that's why I had to choose white. So let's just go ahead and start our design, or yeah, let me just do it this way. For this design, I actually used two background, and yes, so I'm going to do something similar to that. Oh god. Yes, so let's just go ahead. Let me try and import the two back. I just probably remember the two background I used. Ah, Christ. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I just remember just one of the backgrounds, the one of the background I can still remember. Now, for background, yeah, you can actually create your background from the scratch. Is something that we do most times when I don't feel like stressing so much. I just use these backgrounds and modify it a little bit. So this is the main background that we used, and we layer this on top of it. We added this on top of it. So let me just stay here now. Okay, so let me start with this. That's the main design. Okay, I don't think I actually added it. So let's just keep it somewhere here, because remember I'm going to put in something down here, right? Once I get designs like that, I don't just leave them that way. I try to change it a little bit to make it be more like mine. Okay, hope it's not too much. Let me see how this goes. I think this is too much. Okay, let me reduce this to 13. Then for this, I'll not do so much on this one, because I just want a little bit of it to be here. Let me put this in the middle, and okay, I can just extend this a little bit, and yeah, do something like this. Okay, so we are done, right? So getting my grid lines, I think I will want this to come down a little bit to let's see it. Okay, let's see how it is going to look like. Okay, not bad. I can't remember the designs when I was doing. I was in a rush, so I didn't even bother doing this. Right, I was in a rush, so I can't remember the size that I used here. So with this, you are done with our background here. So let me take this to 10, or let me make it 7. Okay, 8 is good. That means it has to be 82. And I think we are good to go. We can remove this one. We can remove this one. So let me just add my guys here. I don't know if we used up to this. I'll still check. Alright, so I'm keeping. Let me just check if that was the exact size we did. Oh, it's locked. I want us to do almost similar things here. So we have to bring our design a little bit down, the stuff down, so it's just a little bit. So here we are. Close up. Okay, so let's continue. So now we've gotten this. This should come here. 82. Now let me just remove it since it's not serving again. Okay, so let's just go ahead and put some of the write-ups first. For me, most times, so here's my workflow. Most times I usually don't put color first. I don't even do the background first. I just come here, arrange the way I want it to be arranged, and then start thinking about the background. But I have a mental picture of how it's going to be. Yes, that's what I do. Because I have a mental picture of how it's going to, I just lay it up and then start working towards the design. I cannot remember the font I use, whether it's this, I don't know if it's this one, Clash Display. So but let's just try and do something similar here. It was center aligned, and let's reduce the fonts. Let's reduce the fonts. I think this is too small. Okay, 15 should be good. Okay, what else do we have here? Present a 4 days indoor revival. Okay, so I'm going to let me check if I copied it out. No, I didn't copy it out. Present a 4 days indoor revival. Now this is not the main text. I don't want them to see this much, so I'm going to reduce it. Yeah, I know it's looking small now, but it's going to come up a little bit. Right now, if you notice so far, I've not used much elements to project certain things, and because I just want to keep little elements on ground. So let me just lay it up so that we know what we're doing. So we've gotten our 4D. So the next thing is for us to put the theme, and for that I'm just going to come over here. sorry, team. I use this particular font. BI Bellogs script, and so let's just be going. I think I will just, then I made this bold. Some part of it is cut off, so yeah, so the foot is coming out now. Yeah, so let's just, I'll try and be very fast at this point in time. For the other one, having done all, okay, we use Bebas, right? I believe that's what we used. Now I'm actually rushing this design, so I believe it's going to come out fine, but I'm actually rushing it so that it's going to be small on our, so that we don't get to spend much MB trying to watch the tutorial. Having done all, start. Alright, now I will move this up a little bit. So that's good. We are good now. I'm bringing this one a little bit down here. And now I just showed you guys how to move more than 2 elements now. So more than 1 element rather. I take it up a little bit so that there will be space over here for the ministers. So one of the things I need to get is the test. And dash efficiency. Oh boy, I didn't get that. So let's just efficiency 13. Oh, that's nice. I think it says 13 actually. I'll still make it this, but I'll increase it a little. So center line. If you notice that what I've done so far is center alignment. I've used center alignment so far, and it's now time to import images. So I will start by importing the logo. So let me start with the logo. So the logo is church logo. Okay, it should be in images. Down here. And I'm going to import another one. So let me just start by importing the okay, let me import this my element behind. I think I should just I don't know, just so that a little bit. Okay, so here is the design element, right? So let's just pick this one. So I've gotten the logo for the church. So let me just start by importing the images there. This one. So if you notice, I showed the trick how to import more than one object at the same time. So work on this one later. This guy, if you notice, if you look at our work, you notice that our this was not very. This is not the color, right? Yeah, this is not the color, so I'll still get to that. So, but for this guy, let's just factor it in very well quickly. Okay. Let's just make do like this. Ouch, this is showing here. Hmm. So when you want to stuff, let me increase it so I can see well. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so I'll still bring these guys down. Then I've gotten one of the image here. Yeah, so I think I want to do something like this. Taking much longer. Let me just leave the way it was. Let me leave this way first. I'll attend to it later. So let's check so far our progress so far. So come to the front and open up. So yeah, we are getting, I think the only thing left for us right now is to do some sort of the images and then the date and time. So let's move ahead. Okay, so go back to pictures, my pictures, Pixel Lab, this man, Pixel Lab, um, this man came, then this man. So I guess we selected more than we needed, so don't need that thing yet. So let's just pick something random. So we don't need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. So this guy, I could actually add something. You can do this in somewhere. You can have a reason, you can have a story for this one, but we don't need the story for it. So let me just delete it. So this guy here, this guy was also here, and this guy here. Sorry, this minister, please, for those of you that are ministers. And so I think we have collected all we needed to collect. So let's start by first making the bishop in front. This guy, okay. I think we are set. So let me just bring this man of God here. Now when you're adding image, try and see that, try and have the people you are adding together, let it be that the head height is the same. Notice the same height of but sometimes if the bishop or something is putting on a cap or something tall, that can be an exception. And I'm trying as much as possible to say that this face is similar, is the same size with this other face. Are you seeing that? So let me just stay here. I don't think I want to waste much time, so I'll also come down here, do something similar. I want to bring them together. Let it be that the size of the face is closer. It's the same size. So yes, this is almost the same size now. But this will be underneath this man. That's why I'm not saying anything much because of the cassock and this man of God here. I want his thinner yet. His face. It's nothing that he's now small a little bit. So adjust a little. And similar. Now when I was doing this design, I rushed. I wasn't able to do a form of let's split up now, color grading, the basic color grading. I didn't do on the design, and I didn't even do the basic one here. So let me just start by increasing this man hue a little and saturation, then same for the bishop and saturation. And you don't just increase it, you increase it to make it tend towards what you want. You know, then saturation too. Then for this man of God here, it's going to I see the difference now. So don't just do it. So I think I need to find saturation more. So fine, we are good to go. So I want to combine this for normally I can actually do something like this, but it might not give me the best thing. So what I will do is that I would just combine them to become a single image. This is why I'm combining, because I've seen that my design that they are good, right? So I'll just combine them and they are now one single image. So if I should come over now and try to place them in the center, are you seeing the difference now? So they're now in the center. So I've added them behind. I can take it up a little bit. And I'm going to take this team having done all things stand. Take it up a little bit. Alright, we are making progress a little. And for these guys, I'm going to bring it down a little. Then I'm going to bring these two guys, so this church and the logo, down a little. Alright, so and this guy shifted. Where is he shifting to? Alright, so as you can see, we're almost done with our design. So let's just go ahead and add the stuffs down here. Okay. The first one, I think is going to be this one, this guy here, and I believe I used this my new guy now. One thing about designing is that a time will come when you have a particular choice set font, and over the time you might discard it. But that's life. When you think it's done its useful pass, its useful age. Okay. I think this how it was. I'm not so sure about it, but let's just go ahead, sure. Let me correct something first. Let me correct this. This is still this one. Then 5 p.m. is was it medium? I think it was semi bold that I used here. Yes, and then this one semi bold. I think so. I just think so. Anyway, let's just see how many this thing we did. Okay, actually use this thing for all of them. Okay, so I think I will still increase it. And okay, oh, sorry about that. It was in the I had to do the design for the banner because a banner was is to be printed for it. So it was a banner that I did that differentiation. Increase it a little bit, keep it somewhere here. But I shouldn't have done that now, but it does not matter. Okay, let me check the size. 18. Okay, it's not so bad, but I don't like it's looking bigger in my eye. Let's keep it down a little bit. Then um I'll copy it. So I want to put the second day. So I'm deleting second day is Sunday, and so for this there was a mistake I did when I was trying to create it. It was left aligned, but I believe that being center aligned would have been better since it was inside a box. And then lastly, this is church auditorium. Alright, I'm so sorry that I'm a little bit slow. I just hope you understand. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't rush this thing so much. Okay, so let's just check. Let's just try and take sample. Let's just try and take sample on bearing. Alright, so for this guy, I want it to be so just trying to model. Alright, replicate the same design. So it's not going to be exactly, but it's going to be very similar. So for this other guy, we are bringing it down here. So alright, so we are done here to a large extent. So let me just change the colors. So let me just start doing coloring. Okay, so this one will be white, so let me just leave it for now. But initially when I was doing that design, what I did was I had to make sure that these three things are in alignment. This one is 3 lines, this one is 3 lines, but this one is 2. So I had to use the option of um relative positioning. That's this one. I had to take it up here. I didn't do this one because it was already somewhere. So I had to click like this. You get, and took all of them after I've gotten them close to the line where I wanted it to be. Took all of them to be in the center. And then I now brought it down. All right. So that's how you can achieve yours. Okay. So that's it. For this other one, we need to add a shape, a black shape. If you notice carefully, if you look carefully, if you notice that that is a gradient. It's not just one color. If you looked very well. So I'm trying to get the sizing. And I'm going to increase this gradient. So these are the gradient. So the color code I use. So for this down part, this is the color code 110D0E. And for this other one, it's a little bit lighter. 3A 3F42. So that's it. So I'll bring this just behind. Then just all of them again. I cannot make this one the test white, but there's already a flow I'm seeing right now. The shape is a little bit size. I don't want it. I want there to be a form of height around it here. So I'm going to edit my shape again. So I'm going to edit this guy so that it comes up a little. Just manage it. Alright, so for this one, so here we go. So we are done with the down part. Before we just go ahead and add their names, let me just color up this thing. Let's start with this one. I see this color I used, and the color, if you notice, the color is somehow similar to this particular color here, if you notice. So that's what I was saying, and I'm going to use it for most of the places. This is a color code 7B1000. So but for this one I want to use black, but not pure black. Then having done all, same as this, stand same as this, then I'm going to leave efficiency to be in black. We are done. So now if you notice, this is red, right? This ribbon here is red in color, right? So to change it to what we did, I'm going to use the hue to go through it. I think it's a little bit similar right now. Yes, I think it's a little bit similar to what we did, and we are good to go here. I'm going to copy it out. So mind you that with the hue you can change how it looks like, even if it's white, sorry, to blue icing. So you just get something and then you work on it. Alright, so for this, I think I turned it upside down. Cannot remember. Let me just see how this other one looks like. I can't remember what I did. Okay, so I think I've known what I've done. I did in this place. So I got this, and so something like this here. And then one more that I added at the bottom part. Somewhere around here. Alright, and we are good to go. So what's left now is the name. So I'll just go ahead and put the name. So I use this guy, semi bold, and then for this one regular, and I made the color to be white. Yes, I made the color to be white, but before the color being white, there's something I forgot to do right now, and that's this thing I'm going to do here. I want the down part to have a black effect so that the white thing can come out. You know, these two men of God are wearing white, so I wouldn't want to start changing colors when I get to them. So I'm going to use gradients, and I use this. So basically, this is how I achieved it. I use black down here, and when it got to this point, I had to take it up to this place so it became transparent. Okay, so something like this will do. So I'll quickly go and add it behind, just in front of the images. I see it. It's a little bit better now. Add it down a little bit. Now that's good. We're back to writing our names. So I'm going to use this. I don't know. I think, yeah. So I didn't check the exact size for this. So I think we just do it what this particular size and replicate it. So there are about 4 ministers. So I'm going to do 4 of them. And there's also one other man that is meant to be here, but his picture, we didn't add his picture because the picture that was sent by my client was not so good looking. I feel like this font I'm using is so big. It's so big than the one we designed with. So let me just go back and check and be sure. So basically here is bigger. So we have to look into it here. So where is the image? We are hiding it. So I've gotten all of them, and I'm going to reduce it. Sorry about, yeah, let me make it to 90%. So for this, let's come over here. Alright, you know what? So let me start with the last man, the one at the edge. This is not meant to be. So I'm just trying. Usually I like making my distance to be similar, to be closer, so I can easily identify which is which. So I'm trying to just arrange my guys there. So for this man, one at the towards the left part, this is his name, but something dynamic will happen to this man here, his name, because since he's not here, since his picture did not appear here, and also want him, okay, I don't know why this is now. I'm going to remove this thing here. So for this man, I want that also ministering to be the one with lighter font. So then I'll make his name. You understand? So for this other minister here, that is this presbyter here, I will just add his own name. And then I'll come and see that it's all done clearly. Come over here, in this place, change it to regular, and done here. This is the correct one for this. This is a different person, so we'll put his correct details. Yes, this for him, and for the font, so if you are designing for church, one thing I want you to note is the order of placing the ministers involved. There are some churches that are very meticulous when it comes to how their ministers are placed, probably in order of ranks. Things you want to take note of when you are doing church design is to check if, like I said in the beginning part, if there's a form of hierarchy that happens, so you don't do that mistake. So with that being said, I think this minister is here. So what I will do right now is that I will place them downward. Sorry for the noise. So I'm taking them up, and with that we are done. So we'll just save our design.